If you've noticed your erections getting weaker or less consistent, here's something you need to know before you try pills or supplements. There's a simple, cheap ingredient that restores the system those pills depend on, and without it, even medication stops working. It's garlic. And I know that sounds too simple to be true, but the blood vessel science behind this is so strong that cardiologists use garlic for circulation. I'm Dr. Emma Blake, your trusted men's health advisor, and today I'm showing you exactly what garlic does for erections, who it works for, and the realistic way to use it daily. Because if you fix circulation first, everything else gets easier. Here's what we're covering today. First, why erections fail when blood vessels stiffen and narrow, and why this happens before heart symptoms appear. Then, exactly what garlic does for blood flow and endothelial function. Not myths, just physiology. And finally, the simple, realistic way to get garlic into your system every single day, without chewing raw cloves or making your meals miserable. Most men jump straight to medication without understanding that pills only work if your blood vessels can still respond. And that's the exact system garlic repairs. Hit that subscribe button because what we're covering today is based on vascular science and male sexual health research. First, let's clear up a massive misunderstanding. If you think erections are about testosterone or libido, you've been misled. Erections are about blood flow, and when blood flow weakens, erections soften long before anything else goes wrong. That's why so many men still feel desire, still feel attraction, still feel mentally aroused, but their erections don't fully respond. Soft, delayed, inconsistent. And here's the part most men don't realize. Those changes are often the first warning sign that circulation is declining. Men don't lose erections because of age. They lose erections because blood vessels stiffen, narrow, and stop responding the way they used to. Your penis doesn't have large arteries like your heart. It relies on very small, delicate blood vessels. That makes erections one of the first systems to fail when circulation declines, often before heart symptoms appear. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. At the center of this is something called the endothelium. The endothelium is the inner lining of your blood vessels. Its job is to release nitric oxide, relax arteries, and allow blood to surge where it's needed. When the endothelium is healthy, erections are fast, firm, and reliable. When it's inflamed or damaged, erections become weak, slow, or unpredictable. This is where garlic becomes interesting. Garlic contains sulfur-based compounds, especially allicin, that support endothelial function. In simple terms, garlic helps blood vessels relax more easily and respond better to nitric oxide signals. Better signaling means better blood flow. Better blood flow means better erections. But wait, there's something else happening here that most men completely miss. Now, let me be very clear. Garlic is not a stimulant, and it doesn't create sexual desire. What it does is remove resistance in the system. Think of it like this. Libido is the ignition. Blood flow is the fuel line. Most men are pressing the gas while the fuel line is partially clogged. Garlic helps unclog the line. Keep this in mind because it connects directly to inflammation. Another reason garlic helps is inflammation. Chronic, low-grade inflammation stiffens arteries. It makes them less flexible, less responsive, and more resistant to blood flow. Garlic has well-documented anti-inflammatory effects that help restore arterial elasticity over time. That's why many men notice something interesting when circulation improves. Morning erections return first. Firmness improves before stamina. Consistency improves before peak performance. Those are all good signs. Now let's talk about a common mistake. Most men think the solution needs to be immediate. Pills, supplements, quick fixes. And while medications like Viagra can help temporarily, they only work if blood vessels can respond in the first place. If circulation is compromised, even medication becomes unreliable. Garlic works upstream. It supports the system erections depend on. That also means garlic works best for specific men, especially those who experience soft but present erections, slower firmness, reduced morning erections, or inconsistency rather than total dysfunction. If erections are absent due to severe nerve damage or advanced disease, garlic won't magically fix that, and any doctor who tells you otherwise isn't being honest. But here's the thing most men don't realize about supporting circulation long-term. Garlic works, but it works best when combined with other circulation-supporting nutrients, and that's where most men struggle. They don't want to eat garlic every single day. They don't want to plan complicated meals. They want something simple that actually works. Now, here's where nutrition becomes absolutely critical for circulation. That's why I created the Men's Libido and Vitality Kitchen, 20 rock-hard erection smoothies. These recipes combine garlic with other ingredients specifically chosen for supporting nitric oxide production and circulation. Watermelon for L-citrulline, beets for nitrates, leafy greens for folate, berries for antioxidants. Everything your blood vessels need in one simple daily routine. No complicated prep, no separate supplements, just blend and drink. You'll find it linked in the description below. Now let me give you the practical garlic options if you want to use it on its own. Here's the simple, realistic way I recommend using garlic every day. The easiest method is aged garlic extract, 600 to 1200 milligrams taken with breakfast. It's consistent, stomach-friendly, and requires zero effort. If you prefer whole garlic, use garlic powder liberally on meals you already eat, 1 to 2 teaspoons daily, sprinkled on eggs, vegetables, chicken, whatever. And if you want the most potent option with fresh garlic, here's what works. Mince 1 clove, mix it into a tablespoon of honey or olive oil, and swallow it like a shot. Takes 30 seconds. Chase it with food to protect your stomach. All 3 methods work. Pick whichever you'll actually stick to. That's it. This works best when combined with other circulation-supporting habits. Light resistance training or daily walking, adequate sleep, reduced sugar and alcohol. This isn't about doing everything perfectly. It's about removing friction from the system. Here's the biggest takeaway I want you to understand. Weak erections are not a personal failure. They are a physiological signal. When you improve circulation, erections are often the first thing to respond, because they are the most sensitive indicator of vascular health. Here's the bottom line. Garlic works for erections because it supports endothelial function and reduces inflammation in blood vessels. It doesn't create desire. It removes resistance in the system so blood can flow properly. When you use aged garlic extract, garlic powder, or fresh garlic daily in a sustainable way, you're training your blood vessels to respond better over time. Try this approach starting today. Take 600 to 1200 milligrams of aged garlic extract with breakfast. Use 1 to 2 teaspoons of garlic powder on your meals daily. Or swallow 1 minced clove mixed with honey or olive oil. Combine it with walking, sleep, and reduce sugar. Be consistent for at least 4 to 6 weeks. Watch for morning erections returning first, then firmness, then consistency. That's when you know it's working. If this completely changed how you understand erections and circulation, hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment and tell me, have you tried garlic for blood flow? I read every single one. Thanks for watching. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep taking care of yourself.